Welcome to our experiment. In class, we've been talking about weathering and erosion and the process that that soil goes through as it breaks down all the rocks and the minerals. Well, there's another natural phenomenon that occurs with erosion and weathering, and that's called a sinkhole. What is a sinkhole, you may ask? Well, we're going to find that out as we do our experiment. So, to do our experiment, we need sand. We need sugar. There's some sugar. We need a plastic tube, or a paper tube in our case. I made paper tube. We need a cup. The cup has a hole in it. I can see you. You can see me. Like a telescope. And we need a big bowl. And this big bowl has water in it. And think about, as I'm doing this, why do I use water? What does water do in this process? How does it help? So, we're going to start out, like I said, we have a cup with a hole in it. I'm going to put this little paper towel inside just to cover the hole. There. Then I'm going to take this tube. Like I said, I just made this out of paper. Put the tube in, and I'm going to pour my sand in this. And sand in this represents soil. And think about, as I am pouring in the sand, what goes into sand? What dissolves? What is part of weathering? What kind of minerals are in here? I'm going to try to make sure that it's nice and even on all sides. Then I'm going to add sugar. And in our experiment, sugar is going to be the same as limestone. And when I pour some sugar in this, it reminds me of a song. Alexa, play! Pour some sugar on me. Pour some sugar on me. Alexa, stop. Alright, so I've added sugar into the tube. Then I'm going to take the tube out. And I have some sugar in the middle, and I have my sand and my soil. Now, I added sugar. Think about, as I do this, what could the sugar represent in our soil? Just add a little bit more sand. And now I've got it, and I'm going to even it out. And then I'm going to put this in water, because remember water erodes and helps the process of weathering. It helps soil and sand break down. And we're going to let it sit in the water for a few seconds because the sugar is dissolving. And the sugar in our experiment, you've had time to think about it, the sugar is limestone in our experiment. And limestone dissolves with water. So, as the water is dissolving, this is going to form our sinkhole. And a hole in the center is going to form. So think about if you decided to build a house on this land. And we covered up the limestone, so you would not have been able to see the limestone in the soil. If you build a house on this and a sinkhole starts and forms below it, then eventually over time, with enough moisture, enough precipitation, the sinkhole is going to go deeper and deeper. And some people, their homes go down in the sinkhole. Sometimes roads go down in a sinkhole. So that's why it might be not good to build on limestone. So that was our experiment for the day. It was pretty easy, and we formed our own sinkhole. Thank you, and have a good day.